Hello everybody, my name is Brahir and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV, introducing Common Sense. Yes, we have the Common Sense DLC that has been released today, and we're going to start a brand new achievement round. So yeah, there's a lot of things introduced in this last expansion, so we're going to try some of the new mechanics, some of the new stuff, and try to get some of the new achievements as well. What we're going to start today is an achievement called Baltic Crusader, and that is as the Teutonic Order or the Livonian Order own and core all of Russia and convert it to Catholicism, to Catholic. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do it as the Teutonic Order. Why the Teutonic Order? Well, because I know it might be like really not the best idea, but there is also an achievement to form Prussia and have a 125% discipline. So we might try to actually, once we get the Baltic Crusader, go and form Prussia. And also this way, as the Teutonic Order, also Livonian Order, we're going to try the new theocracy system. So let's start as Iron Man. Everything achievement can be your decision. Okay, that's good. Let's start. What's this? Local cloud. Okay, where am I all save? I guess every save file is invalid right now. Let's call it a Baltic Crusader and start Iron Man. So yes, a lot of things introduced, include the new devotion system for theocracies. We are a theocracy, monastic order. We will go and I'll see what that means, because I haven't ever played as a monastic order before. We'll also have the new English monarchy with the parliament system. We have some changes to the HRE. We have some changes to the starting nations, including France. They don't have any more vassals. They all start with all the cores. Burgundy now has more vassals and personal unions. Big changes to the provinces, including introducing the development system. What does it mean? Well, now you can spend your monarch points not in your buildings, but in developing your province. Every province you can spend. You can see, like, to improve Danzig, it cost me 55 of either of the monarch points. Each of these one will improve. For example, admin power will improve the, what is it called, the admin level. It will give us more base tax, more spy defense. The diplomatic power increase the diplomatic development, we can say it. I don't know the exact names yet. You give more goods produced, more production income, or less shipbuilding time, and military power. You can improve the manpower, local recruitment time, garrison growth, and some of those. So now every province is actually not longer compared in base tax, but in development level. You can see the development level right here. Danzig is level 16. Tuchel is 9, Marienburg is 13, and this is basically the sum of these different values. This is the cost to improve each point. You can see the 55, okay, there's a base of 5, increased by 5 every time the province is improved. Okay, there is a reduction or increase. You can see development plus 16, cost center of trade minus 5. So what else do we have? Well, we have the fort system. You can see now that there are forts in some of the province, and the provinces around them are kind of protected by the forts, so you can't cross enemy land. You have to siege the forts before actually crossing into adjacent land from the fort. So imagine if Poland is attacking me, in order to get to Armland, they will have to either siege this or this province. They can't access this land, so I might be like kind of safe in here, unless of course they get access through Lithuania. But we will discover the new mechanics as we play. Also, you can see that now forts cost each fort costs one base tax. No base tax. 1 gold per month to maintain. You can mothball them, which will cost reduce the maintenance for 50%. And if we mothball, there will be no garrison. So we have 2,000 garrison in each, and each province without a fort now has a 0 garrison. What does it mean? Well, just by sitting there and passing 1 tick of siege on the siege, like the siege tick when you're sieging a province, you don't have to wait for an entire siege that sometimes takes up to 1 year, 300, 400 days. Each province without a fort, you can just siege it 100%, so 1 tick, you will guarantee the sieges. But these forts will take more troops to siege, and before you need, in order to siege a province, you need like 2,000 men to siege 2,000 garrison. Now you need 3 times the garrison, so you need 6,000 men in order to siege 2,000 garrison, and so on. My capital is Königsberg. You need like 9,000 troops to siege my capital. I said it costs 1 ducat per month. You might see that this cost of 0.8 every month. Why is that? Well, because we are a monastic order, and that means fort maintenance minus 20%. Also +1 to the tolerance of true faith, and monthly autonomy change minus 0.5. We'll see we have rivals, Poland, Bohemia and Brandenburg, usual for the Teutonic Orders. We will see who we ally and who we don't. I might want to get friends with Austria as soon as possible, because I think we can get into the HRE. Because we have a province in the HRE, and it says we need to be friends with Austria to improve the next one. Probably it might say once we get to the relations cap needed that we're too strong to join the HRE, but I'm not sure if the Teutonic Order can start and join the HRE. We will find it together. So back to our diplomacy tab, we will choose our rivals in a second. Our economy, we have we're making 4.3 ducats a month. That's a lot. You can see we have four forts, and each of them are only costing 3.2 ducats. What else? We have, okay, yes, so now there's a bonus for each independent nation of +1 ducat per month of income. It doesn't matter if you're Great Britain or Teutonic or Russia or France or 1 province minor. Every independent nation has a +1. That is something to help those small 1 province nation countries, like, I don't know, your player has Ryukyu. Okay, Ryukyu you can't do much at the beginning, but hey, that's a boost you can. The devs said, like, if you're going for the rush of the Rajput as Nagor, you're 1 province minor surrounded by big fellas. So they give you this bonus, and then also you have +6 to your force limit. +6 is an independent nation, so each independent nation has a +6 to the fort. Force limit. That's good. So if you're playing as Frankfurt, You will have a +6 too. You can see. Well, I can't see, but okay. What else? What else? We have our income. We're making pretty good money for start of the game. Trade. Okay, we're making 8 ducats from trade. That will probably get updated because here it says 417. We are Western, of course. So some changes to, because now buildings don't cost no manpower, mark points. So mark points are now synced into the development of your city, and now in order to build buildings, you have like a limit of buildings based on your development of the province. And now each building only costs money. No more points put into your buildings. Of course, they will cost more than usual. Like marketplace, I think it used to cost like 50 ducats, or the temple 50 ducats, and it used to give 1 base tax. Now he has plus 40% tax modifier, and so on. We will see how these buildings will work. Okay, what else? What else? So tech, yes. So what change have these incurred? Well, now your first idea is at level 5, no longer level 4. They have tweaked the levels where you get your buildings for each of the admin, diplo, and military tech group. First March was at level 9, now it's at level 15, and now your admin efficiency is capped at 50%. It used to be at 75, but now your admin efficiency will also decrease the coring cost of your provinces. There has been changes to coring cost. There has been a lot of changes. We will try and remember them as we play. Now getting a claim only gives you 10% reduction in your coring cost, no longer 25. But at later games, you can have up to 50% reduction in your coring cost, and that's a lot, especially when you're expanding at the end of the game. Especially if you're going for a war conquest, you need a lot of admin points to core out those provinces, so you can core it really fast. And there's also the development efficiency, that basically reduce the cost to develop a province. So you can see 56. Once you get a 25 reduction, it will be applied into this, and when you have the 50 reduction, it will be applied to this also. Ideas, we had Teutonic ideas. We have cavalry combat ability +10, discipline +5, and our what is called the ambition is 5% technology cost reduction. Our first idea group is reform the army. We got infantry cost and cavalry cost. Next is manpower recovery skill, infantry combat ability, missionary strength and ear paper influence. For defense, missionary, and tolerance of the true faith. So that's really good for us, especially at the beginning. Will give us some boost to our military. And this one will be really good towards the more advanced into the game, where we want to convert all of Russia. That extra missionary strength and the extra missionary will be very good for us. Decisions. Well, later in the game we might actually reform into Prussia, but it's for the kind of end game in this achievements run series. I see that one of the following must be true. We have to be Reformed or Protestant. So in order to actually form Prussia, we might need to convert to the Reform or Protestant, and we don't want to do that before we actually convert all of Russia into Catholic. So we might be like at the end of the game, we might reform into Russia and see into Prussia and see what happens. But this is for late game. We have some missions: improve prestige, solidify our papal relations, and conquer Kolberg. Kolberg is right here. They have changed the rewards for the missions. This one is the same. You get 1 stability, one you get 50. But for example, solidify papal relations and conquer Kolberg. Most of the division now gives you a bonus for a period of time. Like, for example, if I manage to solidify our papal relations, we get plus 0.5 papal influence for 10 years. And if I manage to conquer Kolberg, we have inspiring victory for 10 years. It's manpower recovery speed and yearly prestige. What else? What else? Religions, of course, we are Catholic. Military, well, we have force limit. We can build up to 5 more. We can mothball all the forts. I think the cost to mothball a fort is there's a small chance like the fort suffers some damage or something like that, and your garrison gets reduced. I haven't checked out yet what's the cost of having a fort mothballed, but we might do that at the beginning. Actually, let's mothball the forts, depleting the garrison. We have to remember to actually, you see that garrison is now at 0, and the cost is 0.4. Okay, so what do we want to do? Okay, first, let's go. I have galleys and transports. Why would you need transports? I really don't know. Let's see if we can sell them. Like, hey, do you want some transports? No. How about you? Do you want some transports? No. Do you want trade ships? No. Galleys? No. Livonian, do you want some transports? No. How about Pomerania? No, nobody wants transports. Why? Oh, did they change this? Like, now the AI never buys you transport. Chance 0%. Why? It used to give you a reason, like too expensive, or like I give it you. Yeah, I think they changed it. Like, maybe there was some, not exploit. I don't think it's an exploit, but I don't know. Let's put this. You can put that into the Baltic Sea, and we can probably mothball the rest. Yeah, 0.17. I don't think it's worth to. Don't pay the army. We can. Okay, let's get 1, 2, 3 more cavalries, because we have some combat modifier, and 2 infantries. Okay, so yes, I want to improve with Austria. That's the first thing I want. Let's see. Do you want to be allied? No. You're neutral. Alright, so let's go relations, improve relations. Now, Livonian Order, probably you want to ally with them. That's like the usual strategy. We might ally them. And Pomerania, okay. They desire some of our provinces. What else? Mission. Conquer Kolberg. I don't want to do that yet. Improve prestige? No. Especially right now, having a claim, it is good, but it used to be very good for the 25 reduction in the coring cost. Now it's only 10, so let's solidify our papal relations. And let us get started at speed 3. Okay, so here's the first thing in, give me a second, Austria with Genoa, with Hungary. What's this? So this is the first. Now theocracies can have heirs. What does it mean? Well, you can choose from different options. Like, for example, our heir would be a local noble. We will lose 5 devotion. Devotion gives us national tax modifier plus 25, feudal prestige plus 1, and papal influence plus 1. So we can have lose 5 devotion and gain 10 prestige. We can have a foreign novel, a strong claim, okay, Brandenburg opinions. We can have same dynasty of them as them. Yes, of the Brandenburg. They are our rivals, so we're not going to do that. A merchant son, we gain some money in exchange for some devotion. A talented theologian, we can gain devotion if we have a low devotion. Local preacher, we gain more devotion because of prestige. And a papal prodigy, gain papal influence. I think depending on the choice you have, for example, this is an heir. If the heir actually becomes the current ruler, you will have an event. You can see that the choice may influence other events. There are events tied to this. So what do we want? I could use a papal influence maybe. Let's go with papal influence. Because right now, I don't. Yeah, let's go with papal influence. 1 for 3. It's below average. It has less than 9 points. It is below average. Let me see my merchants. We are. We're pushing from here and from here. They have changed the nodes. Like for example, Sevilla is no longer an end node. Now you can actually transfer from Sevilla into Genoa, and Genoa is now the end node. You can see that no longer goes into Sevilla and into Champagne. It stays here. Venice is also the end node, and I think Lübeck or English Channel is also an end node. And you can no longer transfer from the Rhineland into the English Channel. Yeah, they have changed some of them. And you can, yeah. So do we want to do that? I think we can do that. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that. Can we build more ships? Yes. You can see now ships take a lot of time to build, 343 days. And the actual time will be greatly reduced, I think, by some of the buildings. I don't know which ones. I think I have read somewhere that some buildings greatly reduce the cost of, or maybe the ideas. Pomerania has this cover fabricated in Danzig, and yeah, we need to ally you. So Poland. Oh, you have. Oh yeah, Bohemia and Poland. Okay, let's put Poland and Bohemia. That might give us an edge, a rival. And also, yeah, we want Stolp in actually to connect Neumark to our land. So let's pick Pomerania. Who are you allied with? Nobody. Okay, let's pick Pomerania. Okay, gonna who do we want to ally with? Well, Austria, of course. How about Hungary? Yeah, let's ally them too. Okay, let's give it a couple of months. And Lithuania with Livonian Order, France with Austria. Mecklenburg, where is Mecklenburg? Over here, I think. Mecklenburg allied to fight Pomerania. Okay, we can do that. If we get dragged into the war, we're going to say no. Hey, about advisors. Let's see. Verdun, I think this is a new one. Diplomatic reputation. Oh, you can see that was a +1, it's no longer +2. +1. That may be good to secure Austria. How about you? Oh, we don't have money. Okay, let's give it. Oh, where's Verdun? This one? No. Where is? Oh, this. Verdun. I don't think so. No. Poland with Denmark. Do we want to support the independence of Sweden? That might be a good idea. Do we have a cardinal? No. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick break here. I hope to see you in the next video. This is going to be a great run, I think. Have patience with me if I'm getting used to the new mechanics, the new fort system, the new development system. I just got back home and really wanted to play and share it with you guys. So I hope to see you in the next video. And also, if you want, you can get a follow to the channel. It would really help. And also like the video as a new series. It will really help me get more attention and get some even more great and wonderful videos. So see you next time, guys. Bye bye.